Hello, hello. We let a minute go past and get everybody in the room. Thirty-five seconds. Go for a minute. What's the deal, Mr. Dammit? Jackson, what's the deal? All right, Mike, what's the deal here? Late night. We just finished up the meeting. So if you missed it, you guys will get the link, the email once it drops. Hope Daddy, peace. Yeah, I know it's been a minute since I did a live. Man, I've been busy. Busy as always, of course. Wait a minute. Okay, cool. We get people in. Okay, yeah, we got a lot of people. Peace. Who was there? Somebody had a question early. Please. Model after Apollo. Yeah. What is it? Delphi. Delphi is means brother in Greek. So brotherly love. Let me see. You think about Muslim school. Time Flavius. Angie, what's the deal? AM Beast Coast. Any new DVDs? No more DVDs. Dre, what's the deal? Imhotep. Oh yeah, the terror situation. We talked about this, man. That's really just controlling the market right now. If you pay attention to like how stocks has been going down, I just put this out in the last video, but it's really to affect Bitcoin because they want to buy a lot of Bitcoin, and Bitcoin is so fucking expensive. If you think about buying a lot, you got to drop that number a lot. Remember, Trump had already pledged to buy 1 million Bitcoin in the next 4 years, so they're going to drop that price, and they got it down. Yeah, Johnny, I know I've been busy, man. D Griff, what's the deal? Yeah, we just had a meeting for the Scholar Society, so some of you guys will appear here, but I wanted to do a live real quick because it's been a while, but I'll get back to it. Appreciate it, Mark. Yeah, man, I've been trying to like I said before. I said I wasn't gonna be doing that many lives because it's a lot that we do with the society, and it takes a lot of my attention. That and a lot of other just business stuff. So I was going to tone down on the lives, but I'll start getting back to some of them if it's something important. But I know it's a lot that's been going on, especially with stocks and everything like that. I really wanted to get on here and see where everybody's mind is at with all that information. With Trump, I mean, a lot's happened since the last live. Trump and the tariffs and stock prices and just the economy and everything like that's a lot going on. Don't worry about it. What's that? Gel mode. You'll get the email with the link to the video to download. Angie Stone. Oh yeah, they killed Angie Stone. They killed her. I mean, I'm surprised they didn't kill her before because she's been trying to get straightened out with what was it? Was it Universal? I think it was Universal she was signed to. It was Universal be doing people dirty. She's been trying to get right with them for a long time, and it's just crazy, what happened to her. Nobody else died but her. Like, come on, it's just something you got to think about. I never trust those celebrity deaths. It's always something weird, but like I said, when you take those people money, when you get into that game, you better know what you're getting into. And there's unspoken rules. Like when you get into it, you know, it just is what it is, man. It's one of those things where your life is more important than a couple of dollars, which probably was more than a couple of dollars, but still, what good is money if you did? And how is state gonna get the money? That's the crazy part, and that's how they do you. Her family's gonna end up getting that money eventually, but she's just not gonna be here to enjoy it. It sucks. Soul battery, what's the deal? Yeah. Where you at, D Griffey? Truck driving? Yeah, she was a sorority too, man. I be telling people, man, I know a lot of people that's in sororities. I'm glad I never went that direction. I was close, but I was like, I'm not joining this weirdo Greek shit because the Greek part of it is what always got me. I wasn't the smartest person growing up, but my history has always been everything to me. I knew more history than anything else. But I knew something was up with those damn Greeks, and I was like, hell no, Nebraska, oh yeah, you out there. Tracy, what's the deal? Yeah, man. So that whole thing with Angie Stone is crazy, and then now you guys probably see the information that's been coming out about Kobe, which we all know. I talked about that in the meeting. That was crazy. Just the numerology around Kobe is crazy, but the fact that he was suing these pharmaceutical companies right before the accident is crazy. And he found out a lot of information, and they got rid of him. But to get rid of his daughter was just crazy. I think that was some sick shit. But that's starting to come out now. But it already was out when it happened. It just wasn't being reported on as much. But now you starting to see people post videos about that information. So it's what they do, man. Like I said, you take those people money, and you in. It's nothing you can really do. Yeah, car accidents, helicopter crashes, all kinds of bullshit. Yeah, yeah. With Biggie mom passing, yeah, it's always something with all that shit, man. Yeah, like I said, the industry shit is unspoken rules. It's shit you just gotta know. And the people who know and get it, they're the ones who survive and had success in it. The people that's willing to do anything, those are the people that survive and had success in it. But a lot of people get in there not knowing what they got themselves into, and they talk too much. And like I said, at the end of the day, when you get celebrity status, you should always be able to generate money, especially now. But these people get too big and they feel like they're being cheated and they open their mouth, and it is what it is. So sometimes you get so big and you think the system needs you, and they don't understand how big it is, and these people don't need you. They don't need them, and they get rid of them quick. And I think it's been enough deaths now of really important people that they should look at it and be like, yo, I'm not above getting touched, especially if you kill Michael Jackson. You can read Michael Jackson, Prince, Kobe, like anybody can be touched. Anybody can be touched. Yeah. Yeah, XRP. So hopefully you guys, a couple days ago bought in. So I talked about it at the meeting. It should drop to under $2. So as I said, if you guys know how it works with stock, and don't listen to those reports, man. When they're telling you that it's sell-offs, 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 talked about it in the video. You got to look at sell-offs. It's just people moving their money. I'm one of those people. When you understand, it's not so much selling off. You're moving your money into cash, and you hold it there. If you know the market is going to go down, and then when it goes down, you put it back into those stocks because now that money is worth more stocks. So sell-offs is not necessarily them dumping stocks because they don't have confidence. It's because they know it's going to be a drop for whatever reason. And if you have 10,000 shares of XRP and it goes down $2, you're not trying to lose, $20,000 in one day. So you move that money, right? Because I know it's going to drop. It's going to be an announcement. They may or may not announce the lawsuit is being over or what have you. So when that announcement keeps coming up, we're seeing the stock go down because people are moving their money out of there just in case it drops, and they don't want to lose that kind of money. Even though we know it can go back up, but still, you don't want to lose that kind of money. If you're a person like me that I could basically live off my stock, can cash it out every single day, and it's enough to survive. But for people that have a lot of it, 10,000 shares of something, 20,000 shares of something, and lose $5 a day, like you don't want to. That's a lot of money to lose. So they're moving it. But of course, XRP is going to go right back up. So I always tell people, if it's dropping low, buy, because this is one of those stocks that we can be sure of. We know it's going to go up and it's going to do big things. Just looking at the contracts and the deals they have, deal with Japan, the deal with Korea, how they're going to be used for international monetary exchange, and just what it can do. Like XRP and Ripple and XRP, I should say, it's going to be huge going forward with crypto and how we use money. And what's the deal? Yeah, matter of fact, I need to look at where it's at and see, because like I said, I was expecting it to drop, so I knew it was coming. It's just better to be safe and move your money if you're not trying to lose a lot of money in one day. Let me see. Oh, a hex on Voodoo. Well, sending bad energy or what have you. It's karma. It's what Voodoo is. I talked about it in the Voodoo series, the Voodoo video. So remember, in the video, I was talking about how they don't do Voodoo on people who don't deserve it. So it's like karma. You get back what you put out. So we always say you'll get your karma. That's what it's talking about. It's putting more energy towards that. So even still, you must have did something wrong for somebody to want to put a hex, a so-called hex, on you. Hexagram, understanding the energy within there. So I talked about summoning Loa and everything like that, and the energies, they correspond to different things. It's something you don't have to worry about if you ain't do nothing to a person that you ain't do nothing wrong, put it that way. But if you did, then karma's just coming to get you. It is what it is. Yeah, Tracy, I sent the link out to everybody for the calendar. Let me see. So it's been updated. We had the meeting today. March is completely done. It's updated. So I'll send out the link again, but make sure you can log into Merkabah Scholar Society. You should be able to see the link on there. Yeah, Blood Moon, I got you on those emails. Yeah, they got. I put that in the video too. They expect XRP to get up there in a few years, a couple years. I project sooner than that. I really think it is. I think it's going to hit 1,000 sooner than people realize, because it's going to have to. It's going to have to if they're going to make this big change. They just dumbing it down to have people so they can buy the shares. Because you got to remember, it's still a company, right? It's still only but so many shares that can be bought. They're not going. That's why if you go onto Coinbase right now, you're limited in the amount you can buy, right? So they setting the game up. So if you're paying attention, which people have been, and they're selling, and that leaves more shares open. That's why I say when it drops, make sure you buy, because then you take up those shares, and your goal is to sit on them. So while people are releasing these shares, man, buy these shares up, because they're going to be available. And if it jumps to 100 tomorrow, like I said, majority of people are going to be priced out that's not already rich. So once you get priced out, you priced out, and you got to wait for the next big thing. And who knows how long that's going to take. So I say monitor, monitor your crypto, especially XRP. That's why, we have the phone number and everything for the society where, you guys can get those text messages. Because like when I move my money, I wish I could have told everybody else to just move it and just wait till, because on Coinbase you can do that. If you guys use Coinbase, you can actually move your crypto balance to cash. Not to your account, but just to a cash balance that's within your Coinbase account and then hold it there. So if it drops, you're not losing money. Like you have the cash value. Then you can just put it back in, and then now you have more crypto because the price dropped. So you got to look at that. Yeah, the jersey numbers. I mean, all the jerseys. There's so many different things with those jerseys. Like they had the same jersey numbers as the three top players in the Phillies. And then it's numerology surrounding the Phillies championship run with their championship run. It's always numerology, numbers and everything. So you're going to find stuff. So I'm not surprised at that. Yeah, Merkabah Academy's down. The site is getting redone and that's getting changed. So, Merkabah Academy, the MPA, you guys are getting videos. So you should already have the Podia link to all the videos already. Whenever a new video comes out, you guys still get the link or you'll be able to go on Podia and download it. Oh yeah, of course that's sports bet. I talk about sports bet on here a lot. Made money off the Eagles. A lot of money. Yeah, I'm in Vegas. It's one of the reasons why I live in Vegas. I love the sports bet. And I get to stay in hotels for super cheap. Okay, Blood Moon. I appreciate that, so I got to dig for it. Yeah, so like I said, I talked about this in the video I just put out, the other day. But no, matter of fact, that was in society. But yeah, I mean, just pay attention to how it's tough for a lot of people to see. I mean, that's why being conscious is important because sports is real esoteric, right? And it's a lot of trippy stuff with it because sometimes it seems like they know. Like it's like you have to decide, and this is the creepy part. You got to decide: is it that they know who's going to win, or they're forcing the outcome, meaning like they're cheating, right? Or do they know who's going to win and they want to change the outcome, and that's what the refs are there for, or what have you. It's up to you. You got to pick and choose because like there's certain things that happen in sports that people call rigged that it's just fucking no way, and there's certain things in sports that you just can't rig. Like Tom Brady throws a pass, or I just said this, Mahomes throw a pass, and you can't predict if the person is going to catch it. Like you can't predict if he's going to catch that ball or drop it. So like, how do you rig that, right? It's certain things you can rig, and certain things you can't rig, but to what degree? What is the point of it? Now the thing with that is one, there's certain things you can look at and see, it's a setup. And I talked about before how they got everybody thinking that Patrick Mahomes and them was going to win that bowl, but then all the signs pointed to the Eagles if you knew what to look for. In the beginning of the season. Oh, that's crazy, D. Griff. No, sports is like a lot of this stuff, especially like with soccer. Soccer is traditional, man. Most teams, because you can go and look at the statistics, even on ESPN.com, and they'll show you the record a team has against another team. Usually that record holds with soccer. Excuse me. And like if a team is consistently beating another team, they're probably going to beat them again. It usually goes that way. So I sports bet probably most sports, but soccer is the one I kill the most because you have the draw one, but you also have most of the games is more money. Everything is like plus plus plus, versus the minus is more money, right? So you can literally take $5, bet on like 5 or 6 soccer games and come out with a couple thousand because everything is plus, and it's really a little research you need to do. I mean, it's the same thing with college basketball. Another one I make a lot of money off. College basketball, the points. I don't ever bet wins and losses unless it's ranked teams. But the points is the ones that's easy to guess because the points, I mean, it's two halves. Like, come on, man. It's only two halves. It's not four quarters. It's two halves. So there is an average of what a team scores in two halves. And you can really just do some research and get that average. And it's like, okay. And then if you really want to go hard with it, you can just be consistent with certain teams in their averages, right? And then you always bet on those same 10 teams because you know what they usually score against certain teams. It takes some work, but we're talking about for the kind of money you can make, it's worth doing that work. It's worth doing that little bit of research. What's that? Wayne Eternal. If we talking about NPA, then you should be good. So all you need is the Podia link. If you got the Podia link, all the videos is on there. If you need a new link for Podia, Wayne, shoot me an email. Shoot me an email. Matter of fact, shoot me an email at realmerkabah@gmail.com. That way I'll see it tonight. So send it now and let me know what the problem is so that way I'll see it tonight and I can make sure I take care of whatever the problem is. So if you need a link, Merkabah Academy is down right now to be back up soon, but for all the videos as far as Podia, then it's good to go. Now, if you joined back when it's in the 7s, as long as you join, you're good. You're good to go. But there is no more joining for Merkabah Academy right now. It's done. Yeah, so a lot of people ask me about Merkabah Scott Society. It's at 150, I think it is right now. It should be at 500, but I try to keep it low for people. But one of the reasons, and then it's $18 a month. It's $18 a month after that because of everything that comes with it. But it's that price because, like, you know, it's fucked up. You can't really look out too much because once you join the society, it comes with 20 videos. So it's 20 videos up front. So if I made the price like low or monthly, people would just join, pay the $18, and then they'll just cut off the subscription and download all the videos. It happened before with Merkabah Academy. I offered up like 80 videos for like freaking $30, and people just downloaded the videos and that was it. So, you know, I got to be a little bit smarter. Plus, the Merkabah Scholar Society is a lot more serious. You know, it's completely different. So I would really only want certain people in there that's real serious about this type of information and just not on some bullshit. Because I don't want you to spend your money and then get kicked out. Let me see. Yeah, so bad. I heard about the magnet theory too, which that would make sense. But it's like it's real risky though, because if that ever get found out, then somebody take a knife and just cut a ball open and pull magnets out. Sports is done. Yeah, make sure you send it to me on send it to me on Instagram too. Just email me and send it to me on Instagram. I'll make sure you're good. Yeah, the magnet thing is like, I mean, a lot of people miss a lot of shots, so I don't know. Steph Curry had games where he missed a bunch of threes. Listen, Elon Musk agenda is exactly where he's at right now, man. There ain't nobody more happier right now than that dude. This dude basically bought the presidency. He's in there, and like his thing is really to have unlimited contracts. I mean, if you think about the future going forward, Elon Musk is the key to a lot of stuff because his companies, I mean, it's a lot of stuff they already have done already. They have patented, just sitting waiting. And you need an administration that's going to give you, those deals. So this dude, like, it was just out. It was just talking about it on, I think it was C-SPAN or CNN. This dude is getting paid like what, $6 million a day from our government. Like he's crazy money. He already has like 4 billion in new contracts since Trump came to the White House. Like he's going to be the first trillionaire ever in the next couple of years. This dude about to be stinking rich. His thing is one, getting those contracts. The contracts are important because it's going to allow him to not use his money to get things done and built. To use government funds, and I'm not. Don't get me wrong. A lot of the shit he's trying to do is cool. Like we want it, especially the maglev train system that he said he can put underground. You have a train to go from New York to California in like 15 minutes. So yeah, why wouldn't we fund that? We need to fund that. So it's stuff like that. The reason why he's in there. Yeah, he's gonna be a trillionaire. It's only a matter of time. He got less than 5 years before that's gonna happen. Zion, appreciate it. Who is this? Lisa Rose, 18. Take the 10 for you off your head. You tripping? You know, you know how far away we are from cyborgs, like being that's just nonsense talk. Oh, you're trying to make us into cyborgs, and you're okay with that? Obviously, I'm not. But there's other stuff that he wants to implicate or put out, as far as technology wise, that I think is good ideas. And then you can't take away from the limbs. People who lost limbs, their legs and everything like that, where they have robotics, and he has that computer chip to where they can actually feel sensation again. It's a lot of cool shit that he did, but I don't trust no politicians. I don't trust nobody in that situation. See? What is it? XRP, XML. Um, a lot of the stocks that people, I don't really get in. It's not too many penny stocks I would recommend right now, man. It's not too many things I would really get on. The market is going to be so, non-volatile right now. It's not good unless you really know what you're doing. Yeah, I would stick to XRP. Yes, I'm an agent, Lisa Rose. I'm an agent. Yep. Want to see my badge? Cycle talk. So why are you on here? What are you in my live for if you think I'm an agent? Like, do you know what I talk about? Do you know my information and what I put out? Go watch some videos. You're in the wrong live. Exactly. I'm an agent of chaos. I don't understand why people do this. They jump in people live. They don't even know what they talk about. You have better things to do with your time, man. Like, get out of here with that nonsense. You're an agent, like a person who's an agent who has like, I guess, inside information or have an agenda. Like, I would probably be on here a lot more to, to lead people astray. What have I switched up on, Lisa Rose? Please elaborate. Yeah, we are all agents. What have I switched up on? What my information has been the same. I've been on here for going on 2 decades. My information has been the same. I haven't switched up on nothing. Something wrong with you. Like your mind has switched up at some point. Not me. I've been the same dude. Yeah, right. I would have been on CNN or on one of these, what do you call it, Joe Rogan or some shit like that. Told y'all, pay attention. That's how you can tell who's who. You don't get on certain platforms unless you're in, right? It's probably not too many people that have their freaking social media mess with more than me. And trust me, I'm the person who probably shitting like Elon Musk right now since Tesla hacked my YouTube channel. You guys saw that? I wouldn't have known if it wasn't for Ace Cloud. Shout out to Ace Cloud. But they hacked my freaking YouTube channel, put a bunch of Tesla videos up there, and changed my fucking logo to a Tesla logo. It's crazy. What? You actually think Kamala was black? She's black. What are you talking about? Was black? She's black. That's melanin. Do you not understand what black means? What are you talking about? I know, right? Like, listen, sometimes these people are funny, so I entertain them. No, bro. How is she? Please explain to me how she's not black. What makes her not black? Like, one, I just put out a whole video on this. I have a lot of videos on understanding. One, first of all, everybody comes from us. Everybody, if you're melanated, you come from black people. Period. If you're a human, you come from black folks. Plain and simple. So is you accepting that information or not? So if you don't want to accept it, that's up to you. But the truth is out there. What you want to believe in, you can believe in it. But it's not going to take away from how I teach because you wrong. You're completely wrong. So like elaborate on how she's not black. Like if they didn't tell you who her parents was, you wouldn't know. She looked like a black woman. Yeah, some people really think Joe Rogan is a truther. Listen, the thing is, because the dude he'll put out some really good information, but it's a bunch of bullshit. It's all misdirection. Again, you don't have Elon Musk on your show and you putting out the truth. You don't have the type of celebrities he has on his show and you're putting out the truth and you're helping people. They would never allow that. People would never come on there. So it's something to think about. I always say that. Yes, the funny thing is how I talked about with Wes Huff. So Wes Huff has many videos where he was dissing Joe Rogan. It's a bunch of them out there. If you guys watch them, he dissed Joe Rogan a lot. But for him to come on Joe Rogan after the whole fiasco with Billy Carson, I thought was funny. It's what people do for money, man. That's the thing, bro. Like I said, I talked to Young Pharaoh on Twitter a lot. Cool dude, and people go their ways, man. Stuff happens to people for whatever reason, and people get caught up in a lot of different shit. But it's people chasing that bag, man, and that's the thing. This is what I always say: you want to be successful on your own route. I don't gotta go chase that shit because I was already rich before fucking YouTube, so I don't gotta go chase this money. I already got money. And that's the thing. When you gotta go and chase that money, these people gotta do whatever. They're in pocket. And once you're in pocket, it's over. That's why I never took any of those. I got offered a lot. I never took none of that shit. Because like I always tell you, once you take those people money, that's it. They got you. There's other ways of making money. I don't care how much money they dangle in front of me. I'm not taking that shit so these people can own what I do. Plain and simple. If you don't touch it, just do your own thing. Keep doing your own thing, you'll be all right. Yeah, so remember when the big series was going on, you know, Polite and all of us to be in, uh, Sinetta and everybody was out doing their thing. That was like a time where everybody was really contacting each other and trying to set things up, you know. So you get a lot of offers from, emails from people from so many different things. I get a lot of emails from a lot of different shit. To endorse stuff, to do commercials and promos and stuff like that. When you get a certain amount of followers on YouTube, you'll start seeing those emails where they're trying to get you to do commercials. And you guys probably seen a lot of YouTubers, they'll be doing a video, but then they'll stop and then they'll promote a product because they're getting paid for that. So you get a lot of those offers. It's just up to you to do it or not. Excuse me. Like I said, man, you don't get on certain platforms unless you take these people money. So you could just look at certain people and figure that out. They're not going to let you on certain things if you're telling the truth. Like, why would they do that? Like, you had to at some point take that check, right? You took that money. It's the only way you get on, right? And they let you on because either your message is geared towards or geared in a direction that fits the agenda, right? Or they're setting you up, whatever one it is. But you don't get put on certain things unless you can't be telling the truth. You can't be helping the people, and that's just something you got to really think about. And it's tough for a lot of people to accept that. But I mean, think about why would they? Why would they? And we talk about controversial people. Are you talking about West? Why would I debate West Huff? Anybody that believes in the Bible is crazy. I'm not debating. And my video already crushed all that bullshit. So he's an apologist or apologetics. It's just nonsense. Like Christian apologists are just come on. It's like getting caught in a lie and you just keep trying to explain that shit over and over again. That's how I look at apologists. Like you caught in a lie, now you're trying to, explain your way out of it. The video I put out on all that with the manuscripts and everything like that, it crushed everything he ever said. So if you didn't see that video, it's on YouTube. It's about the biblical manuscripts. That's game. I think it's part 2 or something like that. It's game. It's no coming back from that. So you watch that video. There's no coming back from that. It's over. So there's no need to debate. No Christian scholar, please. It's like talking to a wall. I won't waste my time. Yeah, you got to think about that, man. You don't get certain things without taking on people money, man. And it's about that message and what people putting out that fits their agenda, I guess. So you don't get certain things unless you're doing that. Let me see. Yeah, Christians don't stop, boy. They relentless because a lot of them believe that they could just change you, and it's a delusional thing because they're not talking to no God. Like, what makes you think, I'm going to be able to talk to him? Like why would I believe that you talk to God and you got this relationship with God and you got issues in your own life? But like I said, everybody know I went to church. I used to be a Christian, so I get that thinking. I know how these people think, so it's understandable in that sense. But it's like I said, now it's 2025, man. There's too much information out there, and you know damn well when you pray, ain't nobody talking back to your ass. You're talking to yourself, and that's just the key to it right there. Like, and then none of these people are living by what the Bible says is right. These people are not following and living by that Bible. They're not reading the damn book. So we know it's all bullshit. Seek repentance. Yeah, the whole, people have been saying this for years about, so we identify as being black and this and that, and well, I'm not black and African American. I mean, let's just be real. Like, it's almost like semantics, but it's just how we describe ourselves, to get people to know what we're talking about. So it depends on the context and what you're describing yourself. It depends on context. Because if I'm talking about history and everything like that, I can't say whatever name I want to call myself unless I, bring that up first and say, I'm not going to refer to myself as black. I'm going to refer to myself or black people as the Real Merkabah or what have you. That's what I'm talking about when I mean black people. Unless you do something like that, and who the fuck got time to do all that? So we just say what people commonly understand. Trust me, there is nothing wrong with that. Black is beautiful. Black is greatness. Black is powerful. The greatest things in existence happen from darkness, from the black, from the darkness. So I would be proud. I wouldn't be look at black in a negative way at all when you understand its context. Seti, I love Seti. Seti is that voice inside of me, man, that just want to snap sometimes. And Seti brings it out, man. I love the guy because he brings so much fire and passion to shit. And I haven't seen him lately. I'm talking about, back in the day, Seti. But he's so militant. And sometimes that militant is needed to wake people up. And I've been seeing a lot of his old videos surface because the people looking at him like, yo, who is this dude? Like, there's so much energy behind him, and but that message from him a lot of times is real militant, and we need to be completely different from that. But yeah, I don't got no problem with it. Shaka Atmos, none of those guys. Like I said, I know Brother Polite, ran into him a couple times in Philly. Yeah, I've been seeing that a lot. The America is the original Egypt, and that just really goes back into, if you understand, the Moors trying to set up America the way that Kemet was set up. Because one of the things is, and that's so much to get into, but I be seeing the videos that it pissed me off because I talked about in my Moor, there are a couple videos on the Moors. The Moors sold us out. Forget all the bullshit you hear them talking about. They sold us out. There's no way around it. When you look at history during the time these people was coming up, every time you follow them, Africans are being enslaved and killed, right? That's in Africa, in Europe, and then in the Americas, right? And the Moors are with the Europeans helping them every step of the way. The Europeans double-crossed them in Africa. The Europeans and the Arabs, they double-crossed the Moors in Africa, they double-crossed them in Europe, and they double-crossed them in America. That's why you keep helping these people. So that's my thing with them. They're trying to make you not know that part. And it's like, well, we taught the Europeans this, and we civilized Europe and all, and y'all did all that. Then what the fuck y'all do for us? How do we end up in chains and slavery while y'all was civilizing these people? Well, we built this and we did this, and there are people who basically sold us out, and they got stabbed in the back, they got double crossed, and now they're trying to make it like, hey, look at us. And for us to forget about what they did. So it's something to think about now. This is not all Moors, of course, or the original Moors. The original Moors got double-crossed themselves because they had their knowledge taken from them. And it was just, in the beginning, sharing of knowledge. There was no black, white, anything like that. But they got double-crossed. But at the end of the day, still coming into Europe, how could y'all give these people this knowledge and information while they was enslaving black folks? And it's crazy to me. But the whole part as far as America being the original Egypt, not the original Egypt before Egypt that we know, but being kind of sort of transformed like Egypt over here. So we haven't found I just say Egyptian structures older than the ones in Kemet. So that's why I say Kemet first. Yeah, David Icke that's the person you shouldn't call an agent. Like I said, dude, you don't sell out Wembley Stadium, bro. Hey, come on, man. Like David Icke put out a lot of good shit, but the dude's definitely in. He's an agent. The stuff he put out is just so far out of whack. But like I said, you don't sell out Wembley Stadium and you're not in. Like, you understand? They were like, how could you go and book the whole thing? Why would they let you book it when you're on record as talking against the Queen? Like, are you serious? Why would they do that? How does that make any good business sense? So, like, that's how you look at a lot of this shit. Yeah, let me sit over this glare. Hold up. Yeah, you get in endless debates with Moors. They don't want to accept that responsibility. Not to say responsibility, let's just say the history, right? So, one, if you go to Shriners and you look at Shriners wearing the fez, like the Moors, right? And you see what the Shriners having the fez in their like head in Islam, and the Moors are following them. This is what they chose now, right? This is where they at right now. But again, all that remedy and status change and everything like that, it's all bullshit. The legal system and everything that they're talking about is nonsense. You're not going to, like, how are you going to use a legal system created by people who took this country, you know, by force, not by laws, they took it by force. But you want to try to trick them using the system that they created and built, you know, the whole treaty of peace and freedom and everything like that, it's all bullshit. You go to court with that and see what happens. So many people got locked up behind that bullshit. I haven't seen his State of the Union address yet. I got to see that. I'll check it out as soon as I get time. Yeah, the Mississippi River, the Nile River, I heard all that. You know, the truth to the Grand Canyon, because I've been there myself and seen it with my own eyes. I did a video, Saturn Satan 4, I think it is, at the Grand Canyon to show you. I mean, that's not a lot. That shit is there. On your way when you drive into the Grand Canyon, you actually pass. I did a video there as well. What is it called? I think it's like called Pyramid Canyon, where there's just pyramids everywhere. It's like they're like mountains, but they shape like pyramids. And you pass a lot of gift shops that have like old stuff from back in the day, talking about Egypt and everything. That was a big deal when that stuff was discovered in the Grand Canyon, all that Egyptian stuff. Put all this stuff in videos. All the Egyptian stuff in the Grand Canyon. So they still have like little tourist setups on your way there where you can see some of this stuff, and it's there. The Grand Canyon, I mean, you can die there. You get lost in that place. It is massive. It stretches damn near forever. It's crazy. So who knows what's really down there, what's in there, and like you would need a chopper to get anywhere deep in there, and then you would probably end up crashing because the winds in certain areas is ridiculous. So we won't know. Yeah, Polite is a funny dude, goofball. Like I said, he's a cool dude. Like I said, I knew him back in the day before before the Polite shit, before I knew he was Polite. I always go to Black and Noble. Always went to Black and Noble in Philly on Erie Avenue. It's a bookstore there that has like not my conscious books, all kinds of stuff. It's a cool dude. Yeah, yeah. They're like they're Shriners, man, and they're not trying to. If you look at even what Polite and even what what's his name, who he was following, Malachi Z. York and all those guys were Shriners. They was Masons. So this shit is so deep. Without getting too deep into it, because again, if you have to choose a side, man, at the end of the day, and it's like gang rules almost. You don't mess with the civilians. So with certain stuff, you don't touch it. They don't cross the line. But when you figure out what you want in doing this whole thing, this directions you have to go, and people will approach you about shit, and you have to go in whatever direction you choose to go to. But like I said, most of the time it's tied into money, and people are accepting that money, and it's how they always get us. It's how they get us to sell each other out. It's always money. You know, back then, it would bring them girls, money, booze, stuff like that. And what's your poison? What do you want? There was no real conscious understanding of what they was doing, and how the ramifications will last for centuries. But people sell out, man, and they sell out for a lot of different reasons. And it's why you have to be conscious of yourself and be in a good space to where you don't have to accept certain things. Like, we have the argument. Some of you guys not gonna like this, but it's the truth. So of course, as men, when you like a woman and you approach a woman, and I feel like if you're not in a position in life to give this woman what she wants, you shouldn't be approaching her. Now, of course, as men, we'll say, well, what about love and everything like that? This is fucking reality, man. Grow up. This is real life. And people need shit, and people got to do stuff. I'm not saying go blow all your money and give your money away and stuff like that, but make sure you are in the right position to have a family, to grow a family, to take care of yourself and another person before you come to a person who probably trying to have you as a companion or might just want you for your money. So you need to be smart, and this is what happens to a lot of people. You don't enter certain realms where you can be tempted, right? And you're not right. You're not correct. Some people do stuff specifically for money. It's like you need to be right. Again, it's one of the reasons why I teach this. It's why I put out personal economics. It's why I put out the information on getting different incomes. Because you're not, until you become financially free, it's going to be real hard for you, to be spiritually free. So you got to get the finance shit out the way. Seriously, this is one of the biggest things I want for everybody. Like, it's so dumb because it's so easy to make money. It's just fucking easy. It's too much to do out here. And it's like you got to get turned on to certain things, and you put in that work, and then you're good, and you don't have to fucking run that rat race. Like, a lot of you guys are too smart, too conscious to be fucking going to work. That's just, come on. 2025, man, it's a lot of money out here. It's a lot of ways to get money. So you guys got to get that out the way. And a lot of people, they take the easy way out. And it's like, oh, you're gonna give me how much money to do what and say what? And then it's not even like that for most of these people. Again, it's unspoken rules. So I can't back you no more for saying certain things. Or you guys that hear about this with the celebrities, they be told to apologize. Like Nicki Minaj was told to apologize to Miley Cyrus, right? Or certain things would happen. And people apologize or they take back certain things, and certain things happen because you're involved in something once you take those people money. So it's better to get your own shit and not have to be subject to none of that stuff. And then you're cool. You don't have to fight that temptation. Yeah, black people was the Native Americans. Like, again, I talked about this as well. So remember, all they did was, I forget his name, he changed the designation. Before they called Native Americans, it was called Moors. It was called black people. And it was known that the Native Americans was Moors, black people. They changed that name into Native Americans. Plain and simple. That's all they did. So we have the proof of this. We have on those old registrars back in the day where they're registering and talk about these Indian people, them being listed as black, them being listed as Moors, right? We have the proof of that. So we know how they listed them and what they was calling them. And then they changed their whole entire designation was changed to Native American. And that title was given to those people that look like, what we see today, which is clearly a mixed people. We ancient, we the original. Nobody before us. Let me see. Oh yeah, it's rules. Trust me. They showing you they following the rules. If they weren't following the rules, we'd be done already. Clearly, it's an agenda. They got an agenda, and if they wanted to get what they want, they could just get it. We can't beat them. The weaponry they have, the capability that they have, is crazy. If they wanted to take it, they could take it. Think about how much hate. I mean, really think about this. Think about how much hate we've seen since slavery. I mean, think about slavery one. Think about them taking all of our shit. Think about them letting us go, from slavery and everything like that. Why not just kill us? So we're talking about people who hated us. They wanted us gone. Why not just kill us the fuck off? They could have wiped us out hundreds of years ago. Why not? Right? So you must understand what this is about. So I mean, if you look at the level of hatred from these people and how easy it would have been to just kill us, they had us enslaved. They could have killed us all. They didn't do it. Why? So it tells you it's something. Everything's about us one, and it's something about us that they know that we do not know. Well, I know. Some of you know, but they didn't do it for a reason. First of all, one, when you understand how we basically, our knowledge, our energy is contributing to this progress. Like, we make it happen. It's why everybody follows us. It's an energy thing. But there's still rules to it, and it's still, you have to follow universal law because that's basically what's governing everything. Excuse me. Black people, are black people folks the real Hebrews? Yes and no. Yes and no. So if you think about the first people who was being indoctrinated into this whole Hebrew thing, of course was black. But there's no such thing as the biblical Hebrews. It's only the people outside of the Bible. The biblical Hebrews never existed. But Hebrews who the Greeks basically indoctrinated as being Hebrews is what we know. So you go back to all those old paintings of those biblical figures being black and all that, what Putin showed and everything like that, the Black Madonna and all that. It's because the people, of course, in those territories, in that land was black. And everybody knew they was black until the information got changed over to them, looking like Europeans. But clearly, black folks over there. So when you understand how to separate the two, and that you have the biblical Jews, Hebrews, and then you have this people who was indoctrinated and taught this whole thing, that's where you got to cut the line. The biblical Jews never existed. The Jews who was indoctrinated was. So they did. So you got to just look at that, and you can see like where that separation comes in, and how that whole thing is set up. But there's no such thing as a Jew. The Jews is not a race. It's all bullshit. Yeah, Google is a bitch. They suppress ads all the time. Trust me, I know. I've been dealing with them for so long, and there's a lawsuit going on now as we speak. Yeah, D. Griffin, see, they sleeping on that. See, a lot of people keep seeing those videos on, don't build a Shopify store, it's a waste of time. When I have 7 Shopify stores, I literally made millions of dollars from Shopify. I'm like, I don't understand. Like, I made millions off of this shit. I've been trying to tell people. I show you guys what to do. I've made crazy money. It's not hard at all. The work is, in the beginning, is just setting up the one store. You're going to make the money with your promotion. And it's just spending the time and taking that time to generate those customers, man. Like, Amazon came in and hurt a lot of people, but Amazon don't have everything. And that's where you can come in. Niche shit sells. Not just that, when you start getting into wholesale, you have the ability to undercut Amazon. Amazon don't have the cheapest prices. They got the quickest delivery. And that's the thing. People want instant gratification, but you have more people that care about price. So you got to know, one, there's such a thing as stuff that's unobtainable. So if there's one place that's selling it, that's the place you're going to get it from, right? And then you have the ads is everything. Ads is the money, because you'll see stuff in the ad that you don't even know that you want it. And if it's right there in front of you right now, you don't want to lose that link, because you know what happens. You could be scrolling, or you guys seen this on Facebook and Instagram so many times. It's something you're looking at, and you accidentally tap the back button, and you go back now, it's gone, right? It's gone. You're like, shit, you're scrolling forever trying to find that post. People don't like that. So if they see something that they want, they'll usually either save the link to buy it later, or they'll buy right then and there. The whole thing with Shopify is you getting products in front of people that they want to buy, or they don't even know that they want. And you play that game. I've been doing it for years now, and been making crazy money doing it, and it's not hard at all to get it started. You can literally get started doing this for under 40 bucks. And I break down that whole course in Merkabah Scholar Society on how to do that. Walk you through it step by step on how to do the whole thing and set it up. I already got like 60 people who got their sites up and already been making money. And like I said, I've been doing this for years. I got 7 stores, and I'm going to probably have more coming up with the way AI is going. And now with AI, it just makes it a lot easier. Now with the algorithm, way easier. We didn't have this before when Amazon was first started. Now we have the algorithm, and lucky for us, you can pay for it. You can pay to use it. Yeah, D. That's why it took me 3 weeks to set up my Shopify store. It took me about 3 weeks in the beginning. It takes a while. Excuse me. Oh, yeah, there's much more of us, for sure. That's why you got to have the separation is crazy. Renee, shout out to Turkey. Dallas in the building still. Mr. Taylor. No, I like, like with being sick and everything, you know how we have, there's so many things that's out here, and we get skeptical about it. Like people say, hey, if you drink this, it works. And we be skeptical about it. We don't know if it works until you actually try it. And that's the thing, like, when I had, heart failure that's some scary shit, because you feel like you're dying, like it feels like death, because you can't breathe, you can barely do anything. Walking hurts, and everything you do takes so much energy, and you're real slow. So, like I said, my heart was pumping at 21%, 22% at that time. So the meds they gave me was like working, but I didn't feel normal, right? And that was the thing I didn't feel, like, I was like, fuck that, I want to feel normal. I want to feel like how I'm supposed to feel. So then you start with the remedies, you start looking into shit. And it's a good thing that's where being conscious comes in there, because I could just sit and listen to these doctors and be taking these pills, and then a few years later, what's going to happen? I'm going to have fucking kidney liver failure, and end up needing pills for that. Then you die, and it's a wrap. So you want to look for a holistic shit, herbal things. And it's a lot of real simple things that you can take and drink to help you with basically everything. And then, bigger than that, you're right, that mindset, meditation, focusing on, just being better and thinking that way, and it works. So, last time I saw a doctor, I had completely reversed. It was onset CHF, right? I reversed it. It's reversible. So he was like, man, I reversed it so quick. And he was like, what did you do? And I was telling him about, the drinks that I took and what I was using. And it's a risk, but I wasn't taking them with the pills. I told him, I said, no, I wasn't taking any pills at all. He was like, what? He couldn't believe it. I said, yeah, this is just all holistic. But they know holistic shit works. They know this stuff works. That's why I try to keep it from you. That's why they killed Dr. Sebi. They know the shit works. We don't need no fucking pills and no medication and none of that bullshit. Like, it's a lot of herbal shit that exists. And to be honest, like, really, we can heal ourselves from ourselves if we really want to get deep into it. But it's a lot with that. But there's so many remedies out there, man, that you can take. So many holistic things that you can take to get through just about anything. So what I did was just like, okay, let me try this shit out, and it worked. Excuse me. Yeah, so I was in the hospital for like a week, and they had me hooked up with all this shit, and like, I wasn't taking shit. Yeah, I'm stubborn like my dad. My dad literally died from not wanting the doctors to fucking touch him. Like my pop was like, man, fuck this shit. I don't care. Like I don't care. Like all his friends is dead, and everybody he loved is gone. So he was just at peace with it at all. He wanted to go out on his own terms. But yeah, I was basically the same way because like the corona's going on and these people giving like don't let me know what the hell is going on. But it was just I needed just to figure out what was wrong with me because at the time I thought it was pneumonia and they diagnosed me with pneumonia. I left the hospital, had to come back. I was like, hey, that's not it. But yeah, like I just I figured